It's great to see so many people online right now, so many people around the world. We are very happy to have that. Let me introduce myself. My name is Luis Urbina. I'm Global Director of Leadership Support and Innovation, of course, for Oriflame. And I will be today's host. And joining me today, we have a lot of familiar faces, and we are going to be discussing topics regarding training, Oriflame Academy, and how to build your business through training. So let's get to it and start talking about who is joining us today. Now, when introducing our first guest, usually words like energetic and passionate comes to mind. She likes to describe herself as a dedicated mother and wife. When she's not spending quality time with her family, you probably find her spreading enthusiasm around the Baltic countries. For her, Oriflame is much more than a job. She's happy to be able to spread well-being and opportunity and supporting amazing people for over 7 years now and counting. Let me introduce you to Nana Eliava, Managing Director of Ukraine and Baltic countries. Welcome, Nana. Our next guest has an outstanding career within Oriflame, pushing over 18 years of experience from Russia to Uzbekistan. With a logical and strategical mind, trained by his experience in IT and operations, he's also got excellent social skills and describes himself as curious and passionate on supporting people on the way to success. For him, every challenge is an opportunity to make things different and better. And for that, it makes a lot of sense of having here today with us. So welcome, Alexei Khodos, Managing Director of Uzbekistan. And our last guest, he's passionate about life itself and living life to the fullest. By the way, he's just returning from one of the biggest music festivals in the world. Although he's Swedish, he has never worked in Oriflame Sweden. Instead, he's been around the world in countries such as Mexico, Spain, Chile, and now Slovakia. If someone told him he's more Latino than Swedish, he would definitely agree. His passion for improving people's lives motivates him to do his best every day. He's a very proud Oriflamean with over 14 years of experience. So let's welcome Mikael Björkmyr, Managing Director for Slovakia. Hello, guys. Welcome. Are you excited to be here with all the Oriflame community? Just say hi and then let's get to it. How are you guys?
Fantastic. So happy to be here.
Yeah, very, very good. Warm welcome from Uzbekistan.
Oh, amazing to be here today. Hello, Oriflame world. And Luis, once again, big thanks goes to you for this amazing opportunity to be part of the Oriflame talks. That's a great honor for all of us. So thank you and hello, everyone.
Thank you, Luis, and great to be with my colleagues Nana and Alexei here and with a big Oriflame community from all over the world. Great to see you again.
Hello again. Warm welcome from Uzbekistan. Hello to everyone who is watching us.
That's great. Welcome. So let's get to it because we had a lot to cover. So of course, you know the topic of this roundtable. It's about the Oriflame Academy, but what's an Oriflame Academy? It's about building your business through training and what's important on that. So the idea is that I will leave a couple of questions in the table, and then we are going to answer that from your experience and perspective. And of course, I already introduced you guys, and you have a lot of experience within Oriflame, within the business, and also on this new model that we are implementing in some parts of the world that it's called the beauty community model. And this beauty community model has a little differences on what we used to have. It's more modern, it's more based on new tendencies, and we have a bit of a different structure. So that's the main reason for updating our training system to move on to this beauty community model. But before starting to talk about that, I would like to know, in your experience, what are the traits that you see on successful leaders that probably are just joining the network are joining Oriflame, and they are very new, they are very rookie. But when you see this new leader perform these kind of actions, it's more likely for them to be successful. It doesn't matter the experience, it matters the actions that they perform. What are these kind of actions that you have seen within the field? And if you would like to start, Alexei?
Yeah, sure. Luis, I know, absolutely sure that there are common skills, soft skills that unite most successful people. And first of all, as for me, it's passion. Whatever they do it with passion. It's extremely important. Secondly, and I know it, and probably you will support me, that all of them are hard workers. There are no chance to get something, to be successful without working hard. So basic things, but it's true. Next one, I know that all successful people, they are great in social skills. So our business is business about the people, and all successful people, they are very good at communication with team, communication with partners, and communication with customers. So it's really important. Next one, and it's about persistence. And I like to remind what Napoleon said, that victory goes to the most persevering. And I'm personally 100% agree with that. And I know that all of successful people, they have their own system. And the last one, for sure, very important, it's about flexibility and curiosity. You know that world has been changing really fast, and successful people are open to gaining knowledge. So we are flexible, we are adaptive, we are changing really fast to be on the top of the wave. So I believe this is this. Just to sum up: passion, hard work, great social skills, persistence, flexibility, and curiosity.
Very clear input. Thank you for that. What about you, Mikael?
Well, I completely agree with Alexei. Of course, these are really traits for a leader. I will develop it a little bit. I would say there are also various things, but one of the most important things is the relationship a leader creates with their members or their brand partners. The relationship is actually the base for everything. I'm not only talking about a professional relationship, but also on a more closer level, on a personal basis. It's just so important. Everything starts there. Then I would say that the successful leaders also, what I have seen so far in all countries I've worked in, it's that they all have a systematic approach in everything they do. It's a very systematic approach, and that just helps them with everything that they do. And I will mention some of those things that I've seen that they're doing in a very systematic way. For instance, they are performing a very good onboarding for their new members and brand partners at the same time, at the same place, etc., etc. You know, all the time the same. They also conduct trainings the same time, all the same time, all the same things, the training. But they also have these things that they can really find the motivation and inspire other people, which also is very important in our business, because not everything is green sometimes in our business, but a good leader motivate and inspire other people. But they give feedback, and they really promotes teamwork, because alone you cannot get anywhere in this business, but in a team there are no limits where you will get. And then just to sum up, I believe that a good leader really knows where to spend his or her time, because time is the most valuable thing that you have, actually, for all of us that are here today. So I think everyone is dedicating a good piece of time to be here today. But a good leader really needs to find the right people to spend their time with, and that a good leader does all the time.
Sounds great. Thank you, Mikael, for your input. Nana, let's go with you.
Thank you. So actually, my fantastic colleagues named almost all the traits that successful leaders have nowadays. I'm also lucky in Oriflame to work with, be aside with the successful leaders starting with Georgia, then Ukraine and Baltics countries. And based on my experience, I think that is one very, very important moment which makes leader truly successful, adding to all what my colleagues already said, and that is the systematic follow-up. Because, you know, we join Oriflame, we are full of energy, full of enthusiasm, we get a lot of information, we get great onboarding, we get empowerment, we get clarity about our goals, where we want to be. But if we don't follow up, so then that the results get questionable. So I think that the clear system, again, of the follow-up, that is a fantastic tool to be successful. So I would add the only follow-up moments, because everything else is said by my amazing colleagues.
So just to summarize, we have a lot of soft skills, a lot of persistency, of course. We have to get a system that it's very, very important. And we are getting through it step by step. So you guys have already seen the implementation for this beauty community model. And in the beauty community model, we have this new level that's called a member. That's mainly people that just want to try out the products. And eventually they can get into the community and then grow and build a business. So how important do you think it is for our brand partners and leaders to know how to treat these members, how to address them, when to address them, and how to invite them to the specific needs that they have? How important is that for you in your experience? And we can go and start again with Alexei.
Yes, it's really, really important. And as for me, you know, all brand partners, talking about Oriflame, yeah, all brand partners, we aiming to be great leaders, successful leaders. So, and I believe for them, it's really, really important to start using our great products. First of all, to get knowledge about our great products. Later on, to create their own experience right after use. So it means that the experience becomes to their own stories which we are able to share. And this is the great way how to recommend Oriflame goods for the community. So when we have own experience, we know about the products, we can recommend and invite people to Oriflame. And talking to about what to do for brand partner, I would recommend to start from these absolutely basic steps: use, share, and invite.
That's great. Thank you for, I love your input, by the way. Let's go to Mikael.
Yeah, if I would say some things, what a brand partner, a successful brand partner is doing today, I would also take a little bit on what Alexei says. Everything starts with a product there. If you don't know about the products, how can you share your passion about the products? How can you share about the benefits and the fantastic results about the products? You know, so everything starts with the products, really. And when you have tried the different products, when we are a company who's launching quite a lot of products, when you try them, you will find your favorites and you will have the knowledge and tools to recommend them. And when you try them, then you will talk from your heart. And when you talk from your heart, it always works so much better than just reading some kind of description. And this business is really heart to heart. So that's what we need to do. We need to, a successful brand partner need to try the products and really focus on the ones that he or she really likes. And then it will work by itself, because they will recommend it coming from the heart, and not only talking about the benefits and results, but of course they are also very good. But when the people can see, when the person has this passion in the eyes, and of course it doesn't really matter if you're recommending online or offline. Before we mainly did it offline, but today it's equally common to do it online. And I'm happy that Oriflame is having so many great tools to help us with that. For instance, the sharing app, which is amazing. So, but I'm sure that Nana has some other things to say. So let's see.
Oh, thank you, Mika. And of course, recommending the product, and that the power of the product we all know, because we know how powerful the quality of product is and how powerful the recommendation model is. But maybe I also would highlight the powerful Oriflame Academy in terms of roles and responsibilities, Luis, because I think that in having the BCM model, having the members, having the brand partners, having the managers and different levels, we should clearly understand what are the roles and responsibilities of each of them. Because for somebody, the big motivation is the product, then we should understand how to approach these people. For somebody, the biggest motivation is doing the business, also so should understand how to approach those people. So why I love this Oriflame Academy so much, and I can't wait to start talking more about that and getting that materials in the market, because it gives absolutely clear roles and responsibilities of every level. And knowing that means that you have the key to open the door and hearts of each layer of our beauty community model. And I think that is the biggest competitive advantage first, and biggest power of Oriflame in general. So that is something that I would add in this part as well. So thank you.
That's great. I'm smiling because I'm really happy. As you know, and I will tell the rest of the audience, we have already launched internally the new academy, which is based at this moment in 3 main trainings that we call steps. And each step is based on what Alexei just mentioned a couple of minutes before. Use the product, share your product recommendation, and invite people to join the community. And we have a separate training how to perform that well. And as Nana just mentioned, we have the roles and responsibilities. We even tell you or suggest you what you can do and how can you start doing this. So we got 3 trainings at the moment. That's the thing that we are going to launch. Each market are going to do it differently. But I know that some of you that are already in this session have already launched. So there are very lucky leaders that have already seen these trainings. So Alexei, please tell us, what was the reaction when you launched? And well, tell us everything about it.
Thank you, Louis. Yeah, sure. We had the big event for 500 participants in Uzbekistan. It was absolutely amazing. It was an event for whole Oriflame community, and it was about latest news and our new great trainings. And yes, our trainings, they can be great. It's our case, because these trainings are absolutely easy to present, even if you are a newcomer. So we launched it together with our leaders, shoulder to shoulder, and did it in a fine and easy way. We had showed the roadmap for newcomers, starting from opportunity meeting, then meeting about great Oriflame products, later on some tips how to recommend the products, doing both offline and online, and using the whole Oriflame digital tools. We have a lot of digital tools, unique tools, I would say. So, and this event, it's not the end, it's only start. The launch has been going. Right now, we are doing audio podcast. It works great in Uzbekistan, because here, Telegram is extremely popular in Uzbekistan, and that's why we do it. So, and I recommend to you do the same. And the third step will be about launch in the regions of Uzbekistan. So it would be offline and online events together with our leaders. So this is it. It's
great. Kudos to Uzbekistan, and thank you. And that's great, guys. You are just killing it. And Mikael, you have experience on the previous Oriflame Academy. You have seen the new Oriflame Academy, and of course, you have a plan for rollout in Slovakia. So tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited too, because we're very, very close to launch. We're actually translating the last material right now. And then we will start what we usually do, because as Nana mentioned, she talked about roles and responsibilities. So we usually start here, with the top 15 to inform them briefly, and then we go with the directors. And then we will give them just a slight overview of the training, and then we'll actually have different sessions for the different steps, because as the training is in 3 different steps, we will have 3 different sessions for that, so we can have Q&A, so everyone really understands, and also not only have theory, we really want to have the practical. That's what I really love about this training, that it is very practical. That's one of the key advantages, I would say. And then after that, we will go down and do it for brand partners and up. So we will actually kick off very, very soon. So I know that my Slovak leaders are really looking forward to it. So yeah, I cannot say too much because then they will call me tonight.
Nana, how about you?
Oh, fantastic. So as I've already mentioned, I'm looking forward to launch it in Ukraine, and it will be an amazing. Why? Because first of all, we do it with top 15. We have very tight cooperation. We always align the things, and first of all, show it to top 15 members, and we create kind of a trainers. That will be a training for trainers, because in these all cycles, I think so much important is that the leaders and you, our dear leaders, also take the ownership of cascading these training materials down into your groups. And imagine what an amazing power in worldwide we can have when we are having one system cascaded. What will be the strength of the message all around the world? So that's why it will start with top 15. Then we create the trainers who will be the best in our new Oriflame Academy to cascade it down to the groups. And of course, there will be a national webinar launch. It will be launched in every hour, every live meeting. And that will create a fantastic common one strong message of cascading the training and fulfilling it in real life. Because when you will know the details about this training, so you will know what we are talking about right now.
Guys, it sounds great. People are excited. I see the reactions within the session. And if you are not part of these markets, of course, that we have the managers talking right now, ask your sponsor or your ESM or your sales manager on how can you get to these trainings, when are you going to get to these trainings, because of course this is worldwide. Different countries and different markets on the Oriflame world have different timings. For example, Latin America is going to launch later this year. So just if you are curious, if you are excited, just ask, hey, how can I get these trainings? How can I be involved? And I love what you guys are mentioning now, the importance of cascading and having clear roles and responsibilities, and empower our leaders to cascade that to the network, because that's the main key to grow your business through training, to show, to share, to invite people to these trainings itself, and through practicing, which of course the trainings are very, very practical. Through practice, they are going to improve and get better. So probably you are already thinking, hey, I would like to have a sneak peek, probably a little more on what we are going to be covering in these trainings. So you guys already have a sneak peek. Let's discuss about step 1, that it's called discover the beauty of your well-being. As you can see, we even have a little bit of poetry there. Not to just say, hey, discover the products, discover the beauty of your well-being, which is the step 1 training. I would like to know, what is your favorite part or the most interesting part for you within the step 1? Let's start with Alexei.
I can spoil for those who don't have such trainings. I can spoil that I like in first step 1 is to talk about Oriflame. It's not a secret that I love Oriflame. And in the first part, there are most interesting things about the Oriflame. It's about our great products. So I never stop to say that all these materials are very, very simple. Simple to present, even for newcomers. So I really like it.
Great, thank you. Thank you, Alexei. How about you, Mikael?
Well, I would say that I really like this step 1 because it's in such a short and snappy way, and also in a very attractive way. You get an overview over 2 main things. 1, the company, Oriflame, and the Oriflame culture, what we stand for, what we believe in. And I'm Swedish, and when I'm just so proud to belong to this fantastic company, not only being Swedish, because we are all Swedes here, all over the world, we are Swedes here. And number 2, you get really insights about our products. Of course, about our top brands, the Novage Plus and the Philosophy, but you will also get some insights about our other categories. And that is what you need to know when you start as a brand partner in Oriflame. So short and snappy. I like it. I like it.
Great to hear. How about you, Nana?
So I cannot identify the certain part of it, and I just want to talk about part one in general. You know, all success is about the knowledge of your pride facts and knowledge of the key, very key points which sells any product to yourself first and then to your surroundings. So why I like this first step so much, because in one simple presentation with not many slides, and I think we went through from many slides to the very small number of slides, and big thanks for that, because it's very snappy, no water, and you get exact script. Why this product is unique. What are our pride facts? Because people nowadays, they don't want to listen a lot. They have very short time. And we need to be able, in 1-2 minutes, to explain the key factors, to sell to ourselves why the product is fantastic, why I'm going to use it, why this product is so much different versus other products. So it gives confidence why Oriflame, it gives confidence why I am using this product. And it gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tips, the unique ones, to sell it in 1 minute. So that is why I like the first part so much.
That's great, guys. You are doing a great job summarizing the training, but not talking about the training itself. Hey, if you want to attend to this training, please, again, contact your sales manager or your sponsor on how to get to these trainings.
But Luis, can I ask you the question? Yeah. I'm sorry. So please. Can we go in more details? Because we can go to more details, but I think it's not the purpose for today, that it consists of 4 parts, etc. But I think the main importance is to sell this, feeling, what it gives me as a brand partner, why I need to go through this, because it gives you confidence and great learning. So yeah.
That's great, and you're totally right. The main value for the Oriflame Academy is that it empowers you and your network to do the right thing at the right time. And of course, it will reduce your amount of frustration, because if you try to discover the wheel or reinvent the wheel every single time, probably you will get discouraged. And Oriflame provides a system already proven, and this is quite important, and thank you for reminding me, because this Oriflame Academy is not built from the desk to the PowerPoint. It's built from the network, because we have taken a look around the world on the best practices and what is the best way to move forward. And we have condensed all this information within these 3 trainings. And of course, afterwards, we are going to have more trainings going on. But we are starting right now from the brand partner level, because they are quite important in this, of course, in every single model, but in the beauty community model, sharing the product and experiencing the product is quite important for us. So talking about this process, after you discover the products and after you get to know more about the Oriflame brand and how to sell the Oriflame community and the brand and the products, you have to create a product recommendation and you have to share that. And some people might be very confident already and they are doing a great job just showing and sharing the products. But there are some people that might be a little hesitant or they don't know where to start. And that's when we come to the step 2, which, by the way, is my favorite one because it has so many things going on. But I would like to know about you guys. What do you like about the step 2, create and share your product recommendation? Alexei, what do you think?
Yeah, Louis, I can share with all of you one great performance which I have during the launch event. We were 2 ladies on the stage. And one of them is our employee, product trainer. Second one is our great leader. And both of them got one task in advance to make the product recommendation video and posted it in social media. And later on discuss the result, the audience which was reached. So it seems like both of them, they made actually really close promotion videos, but the leader reach much bigger audience in social media. Why? Because all videos she makes, she does it in a really beautiful and trendy way. So I personally like step 2 training because how to recommend part is there. It means that you are absolutely free to be creative, to make something really special and viral.
That's great. Yeah, and you will also get a formula on how to create this product recommendation, and of course, practicing is quite important. Mikael, what's your favorite part?
Well, as you said, it's your favorite training, but it's actually my favorite of the 3 as well. It's my favorite training. It's just fantastic. And why? You know, it's so practical instead of just being theoretical. You really get to know how to do it and to do the things. So when you get out from this training, then you know how to do it. You've actually practiced it, and that is the best thing. And so then you will know how to create a product recommendation and how not to do it, and not what to include and what not to include. And when you practice, you get feedback. It's just so concrete tips that after assisting myself, during this training, I felt like an expert after that. And I remember from my start of my career in Oriflame, we did not have that so defined, I would say. So a big congrats, Luis, to have this. And also on top of that, how to share the product recommendation. It doesn't matter offline, online, but you get tips of both. And what I really like is that we know that we're moving towards the online world, and then there we have some new tools and that we just launched, for instance, how to invite code, etc. And that is just fantastic. And of course, doing this practical in the training, every single person who assists to this training will know how to do it. So that is a great achievement. So congrats to everyone for this.
Nana, what do you think?
Okay, so in this part, the share, I like the whole one, but the one part is so much close to my heart. That is the formula, how you need to create the product recommendation formula, which consists of 5 simple steps. And I have the question to the audience who are listening to all over the world. Do you ever had the situation that when you created the product recommendation video or the post in social media, but you never got, or you did not get the result you were expecting, and you were kind of frustrated about that? Okay, I've done the product recommendation video or the post, but nobody replied. So have you ever had this kind of situation? If yes, please put hearts in the comments, so we understand that it's very actual for you and that's very hot topic. Yeah. Oh, I see the hearts coming. Fantastic. So we all were in that situation, right? And me personally as well, because I'm active in social media and sometimes I'm talking about product. I feel that I'm doing it from all of my heart, but actually you see that nobody responds. And then I was questioning myself, how it's possible, what I'm doing wrong. And the thing is that I did not have this formula of 5 steps. And now, congrats to all of you. Imagine again the power of our storytelling and our recommendation in social media all over the world when we have done it with this 5-step formula. And I think that big thanks to the person who created that, to the whole team in Global, because that is the key to success. You do your recommendations based on this formula, and we are guaranteed that we will get the feedback even more than we expect. So that is the most favorite part of mine, Luis, in all the second part.
Thank you, guys. Thank you all. Of course, my team and my department are the responsible for creating these trainings. But as I mentioned before, we couldn't do it without you, without the network, without the best practices. And that's really how a community works, because probably somewhere in the community around the world, somebody is doing something great that actually works. And the idea is to be communicated, to be connected, to gather those insights, and then share it with the rest of the world. So then we have the Oriflame way of sharing products that we know that actually works. And that's a very great example of how we want to move forward as a global community. And of course, every single person that is joining this session or is going to see this session afterwards is part of this community. So we want to hear you. We want to know your best practices, talk again to your ESM, to your sponsor, to your sales managers, because in the global team, we want to know which are your best practices, and probably you can share them afterwards with the whole Oriflame world. So we are now moving to the last part of this session, sadly, because I'm having a great time. But if you have any questions, we have this feature within Zoom for question and answers. And I would like to answer them. And of course, the rest of my partners would like to answer your questions. So if you have any questions, please fill that Q&A within Zoom, and gladly we will answer them. So moving on to step 3. Step 3 is called the Oriflame Business Opportunity, and how to invite people to the Oriflame Business Opportunity. This is the closure of the cycle, because you have already tried the products, you have already shared your product recommendation, and people are getting to know these products, but then you have to do the closure. You have to invite people to join this community. And in the beauty community model, we have these two kinds of inviting. We have the beauty community events, which are more like having people join the community in a fun way. And we have still the business opportunity meetings. And I don't want to spoil it all, but and use your time, guys. So Alexei, what do you think about the step 3, and what's the part that you find most interesting?
Thank you, Louis. Yes, it's step number 3. It's a logical continue of step 1 and step 2, like you said. Yes. And here we are talking about your plans, your middle-term plans or long-term plans. And the reason why we are dealing with Oriflame, we will talk about benefits with Oriflame here, and we're talking in this part. And my favorite part here is how to invite people to Oriflame, because it's about the community. Yes, it's about a way how to invite people in a fun and a trendy way. This is the most thing I like in this part.
Great, thank you. What about you, Mikael?
Well, I have 2 favorite things in this training, I would say. You know, it's very difficult for me to choose one. The first thing is, as you also mentioned, about how to invite to the 2 different meetings. Once again, much more practical than theory. That's I really love. So you can practice on it, what to say, who to invite. We're talking about segmenting people and what to say, which is very, very important. Dedicate your time with the right person. So that's the first thing. The second thing, if I can reveal that, part of this step 3 training, there is a 1-year growth plan. That I really like, because you will, all you leaders and brand partners out there, you will identify those people that really want to do the business. And then you want to have a package ready for those people to really speed up their success and make sure that they're on the right track. And this 1-year growth plan is showing what to do and what kind of rewards will this brand partner get during their first year. And I really like that part. It's a win-win both for the leader and for the brand partner. So yeah, fantastic, I would say.
I think it's my turn, I guess.
You, Nana? Yeah.
Okay. Again, that's a perfect continuation of the first and the second part. Fully agree here. And I want to make a teaser a little bit that the invite part consists of 4 main parts in the training. So that it's Oriflame supports your dream, where we highlight the main goal, why I'm joining the Oriflame. Then there is 2 types of invites. And the best part of it is how to successfully invite. And I'm sure how many no's you've got when you invited the people during your career in Oriflame. So I can imagine that, because people sometimes are saying no. And this training and this part that gives you opportunity to know exactly what not to do during the invitation. at what you need to do 100%. Because as Luis mentioned today, and my colleagues mentioned, this is we gather the information from the successful leaders. It is the practice which is on slide, which definitely works. And during the invitation, no matter online or offline, you will know the key of success, how to invite in the way that the person cannot resist joining. So that's the key moment for me and the best part of this third part, because we know that enlarging our community, recruiting the people, that's the key, that's the engine, that's the heart of our business. So that gives you the great tools, what to do to succeed and what not to do to fail. So that is the favorite part of mine.
Great. Guys, we are reaching the last part of this session. If you want to know more about these trainings, and if you want to know how to actually do the things that we have been talking about today, ask your sales manager, your sponsor, or your ASM, because these trainings are already available. As Mikael mentioned, some of the markets are on the translation process, but afterwards, of course, your market are going to release it, and you have a very important part, either as cascade this information with your team or attending these trainings on your own, with this, which is very, very important. Guys, we have a couple of questions just to round up this session. And the first question has to do a little bit, Nana, with what you have just said. We have the plain question on how to effectively invite people to the Oriflame community. So we can take a look on your experience, but also what we can find in this training.
Oh, great question. Thank you for the author of the question. That's very important topic. So first of all, to know exactly what will help you to double your community or double your group, you need to go through this Oriflame Academy module 2. You will get exact scripts, what to do and what not to do. That's the first answer. You should definitely go through this training. A bit about different roles and responsibilities, different expectations. And you know, when the people is saying that, okay, I'm ready to join your community, it means that you find the key of his needs. It means that you put the last puzzle and you get the full picture. So this training will give you this opportunity to identify what is my need, why I'm joining here in the best modern way. And then if you put this puzzle and the person is happy, you are happy, and this person is joining your community. And all the training is about that, how to do it in the best way. So don't miss it, please. Do get in touch with your market representatives and the sales team to go through the training as fast as possible. You will get all the answers there.
Great, thank you for your answer. We have another question, and this question is more like, how can I manage this kind of objections? And this question probably should go to Mikael, talking about step 1, of course, and getting to know the products. What can I do when people tell me that Oriflame products are far too costly?
Of course, it all depends what kind of quality you want. Here we are talking about outstanding products, natural products. We have our own fabrics. Comparison to the market, for the quality we get, we are not expensive. Then, of course, there will always be people that are not ready to pay for the quality. People can buy in a market and they can do whatever. But these kind of objections, this is one question. Part of these trainings, there will be, of course, role play. And then you can try this. And this is what I really like with the practical sessions in Oriflame trainings. We will set up sessions where we'll do role play and we give feedback afterwards in order what to say and not to say, because this is just one example. And many of these kind of examples you will be able to practice in the upcoming trainings in the Oriflame Academy. So please stay tuned.
Great. Guys, those are all the questions that we have now. And I would like to finish this session with message, because we are in a privileged spot right now. We are all in the eyes of the whole Oriflame community around the world, and we are talking about business development and the Oriflame Academy and the importance of training. So regarding these topics, As a final message for the whole Oriflame community, what would you like them to know? And we can probably start with Alexei.
Sorry, Luis, I didn't get you. Due to poor quality, repeat, please.
Sorry, I will go again. We are in a global scenario, so to say, and we are just finishing up this session. So what would you like the whole Oriflame community to know about the importance of training Oriflame Academy, or whatever message that you want to give them?
For sure. It's extremely important. It's extremely important for you, first of all, because you are personally the role model. Secondly, it's important for you members, because we have to duplicate what you are doing as a leader. So I can recommend all of you, all the community who are listening us, go through all this training and take the best things and end something special from you.
Great message. Thank you. How about you, Mikael?
Well, I would also like to say that it's essential to go through these trainings, because we will learn so many things. And one of the most important activities, in my point of view, and I don't think it's only my point of view, it's actually also from the founders and from Robert on a T-shirt. Some of you perhaps have seen it. He has a T-shirt where it says "Recruit, recruit, recruit." And that is actually the most important activity if you want to have success in the Oriflame world. And now, with this Oriflame Academy training, we have the tools, we have the scripts, we have everything to achieve it. So we have no excuse anymore. We have no excuse. It's all up to you if you want to make it. So please make it this time. And I will make sure that we will all meet up at the mountain where we will celebrate our successes together, being number one.
That's great. Nana, how about you?
Oh, fantastic. So it's such a, again, honor and huge responsibility to be in front of fantastic and very successful leaders and colleagues all around the world. And my message, if you allow me, to all of us would be that be 100% sure about the success, because 80% of our achievements is based on how strongly we believe that. Be very much determined to your goals, because when I'm personally sometimes not quite motivated or lack of energy, it happens with me as well. I look into my son's eyes and I really regain it back, because I understand that I need to be successful in order to make his life as well successful and to be the role model for him. So my message would be that be always very devoted to your wishes, to your goals, to your ambitions, because we have Oriflame, because we are in Oriflame, and because we have fantastic tools to, and we never stop achieving success. I will 100% sure we will be on that top and see you at that top to be number one. Thank you so much. And of course, lots of love, great energy and positive energy to each of the country, each of the leader who is watching us right now.
Thank you so much for your touching comments. We are just finishing up to the whole Oriflame community. In this session, you are going to see a survey. This survey is very important because it will let us know what we are doing right, what we can improve in further Oriflame talks. So please take a couple of minutes to answer this survey. It's quite important for us. Please remember to do it. And of course, Oriflame Talk is not only a Zoom session, it's also a podcast that you can find in Spotify. And you can also find a video version of this in our YouTube channel. So you just go to YouTube and type Oriflame Talks, and you will have this talk and other talks that are quite important and diverse. My name is Luis Urbina. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you taking this time. As you mentioned, time is quite important. But to the speakers, congratulations. Thank you for supporting Oriflame, the Oriflame Academy, the training, and of course the network. And to you that are joining here today, I hope you liked this session. If you did, please leave a good review in the survey. So thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Louis. Thank you.